moment you looked at me with eyes full of love. Even when mine were full of confusion, one for the future, for the fights we'll have and the ways I'll still choose you, they're not perfect. They're just my truth. In writing, the parts of me you deserve from the start. But I was too guarded. Too distracted, too proud to show. And at the bottom of that box, there's a key, you'll understand why when you see it. I won't ruin it now. Just know that key isn't just for a door, it's for a space I built. A space with your favorite books on the shelves. Your favorite blanket, a playlist I made full of songs you once said you loved. Even if you forgot saying it, a space that remembers you. Even on the days you forget yourself, it's not about luxury. It's not about size. It's about having one corner of the world that belongs to you. That says, you are safe here. You are chosen here. You are home here, because love is less about promises and more about places. Places you can run to when everything hurts. I made that space because you've been that space for me. 4 months. Without asking for anything in return, you've been the one who held me steady when I was falling apart inside. You saw the version of me that wasn't finished. And you stayed, you listened when I couldn't even explain what I was feeling. You protected me from myself. So if I went overboard today, if I did too much, forgive me. But I didn't know how else to show you that this love, it's not just words anymore. It's not just good intentions and future promises. It's here, it's real. It's already moving. And when you see all of it, the place, the box, the key, the truth, don't faint. Just know that in a world full of maybes, you are my always, you are the reason I became the man I was scared to be. I sat for a long time before recording this. Had my hand over the send button more than once, paused. Rewound. Thought about deleting everything, because I know what you're like. You're strong. But you feel everything, you smile in front of people. But cry quietly behind closed doors. You love hard too hard sometimes, and you're not used to someone doing things like this for you. Not without a catch. Not without a debt attached, but that's the whole point of what I did today. It's not about making you owe me anything. It's about undoing the lie that you ever had to prove your worth. Because you were enough before you ever met me. You were worthy before I ever told you, you don't. You already are the most incredible thing I've ever been near. And I needed to make sure you feel that without question, so if your heart races when you see it. If you feel your knees get weak for a second. Let the shock hit you, let the surprise sit. Let yourself believe. Even if just for a moment, that someone went out of their way to remind you. You are not just loved. You are respected, respected for your strength. Adored for your softness. Cherished for simply existing, that part matters. Because you've been loved before. Haven't you? But loved in ways that asked you to shrink. Loved in ways that didn't protect you. Loved in ways that made you question your own reflection in the mirror. But this is not that. What I did today wasn't about proving I'm a perfect man. Because I'm far from it. It was about proving that your softness is not a weakness, your depth is not too much. Your heart is not a burden. It's a gift I want to spend my whole life unwrapping, and I'm the one lucky enough to unwrap it every day. So yeah, when you see what I did, you might cry, you might cover your mouth. But the real question is, how could I even ask? How could I wake up every day next to a woman like you? And not go out of my way to show you that forever with you is not something I take lightly, so don't faint, just know that it's only the beginning. And if this gesture feels like too much, just wait until you see how I plan to love you for the rest of my life, because this isn't the climax of my love. It's only the opening line. I wish I could have seen your face the moment it all came together. The moment you walked into that place and realized this wasn't a prank. This wasn't staged, this wasn't for show. It was for you. Every candle lit, every word framed. Every piece of it saying one thing over and over again. You matter, not just when you're strong. Not just when you're calm and smiling. But when you're tired, when you're unsure. When you're scared and holding everything in. So no one sees you fall, you still matter. And I guess that's what this whole thing was about. Because somewhere deep down, I want to be the proof that not all love hurts. That some love heals. I know you've been waiting. Waiting for someone to see you the way you deserve. To look past what you show the world, and see the woman who wakes up every morning carrying so much. And still chooses to love with everything she has. So no, I couldn't just say thank you. I couldn't just say I love you and leave it at that. That would have been too easy. I had to show it with my actions, with my effort. With the kind of energy you've been giving me since day one. You've always made me feel like I was enough, even when I wasn't acting like it. Even when I didn't show up the way I should have. You stood by me, you stayed. Even when it was uncomfortable. Even when your own heart was tired, and that's not a small thing. That's the kind of love people search their whole lives for. And never find, so when I did this surprise, this setup, this whole plan, it wasn't about making a big scene. It was about finally giving you the feeling you've been giving me all along, safety. Certainty. Peace, the kind of peace that feels like exhaling after holding your breath too long. I want you to feel what it's like to be someone's whole world. Not just a part of it. Because that's what you are to me, the center. The calm. The one person who could have left 100 times but didn't, so when you see what I did. And don't panic. Don't feel like you owe me anything back, just stand in that moment. Let it hold you. Let it remind you that someone finally saw everything you are, and didn't flinch. Didn't walk away. Didn't ask you to dim your light, someone stayed. And someone made it public. You are loved, deeply. Fiercely. And forever.